Walking. Travejor near Villaflor.
A bit slow. About 5,000 steps, 4 or 5,000. That's still good though. Exactly nothing. I know the tractor, it's just in that motion, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I mean, I would put myself in.
I don't know why this thing doesn't automatically start. Oh, they're catching us.
See the buggers though, can you? See what they are?
It's deep. Oh. They're into the edges of forest, the path closing in somewhat. Still got the deep barranco to the right. Go into a bit more of the undergrowth further on, and eventually onto the stream bed. Walking down to the stream bed, and then look for the way back out in a minute. Yeah, stream bed coming up. There's a bit of a waterfall there when it rains. There are several ways off this. We'll go for the easy one, the first one, up and over the little hump.
You don't want them. I live out in Sticks a bit. You live in a bloody terraced house or something. I said, oh no, but they're lovely. You don't want them.
Just waiting for everyone to catch up. Oh, there we are. Back into the undergrowth again. In spring this is very nice because it's covered in flowers. But of course at this time of year it's not. The plants here haven't realised it's an early spring. So start climbing up. We've now started to climb up to the top. So it's nearly all uphill from here to the top of the mountain above the embalser. Slight problem with the tree trunks across the path. Continue to walk a bit higher. This is warm. Humid more than anything. It's getting a bit darker, the sky.
Yes.
Not that bad. We'll be up to the clearing in a minute, then decide to take the shortcut or the longer route on the track, but that's a couple of hundred metres in front of us yet. Well, I have to decide, are we going to go straight up to the top up there, just straight up there, or round that way, which is a longer route, an easier climb. at present. We will see. I think they'll opt for the short route. They always do. Well, you were given the option of going on the flat bit.
There's a little bit of mental problem in the family.
Well, I swam every morning for a year out here, and I say, and it was, you know, it's fairly good for you.
Good for you.
But once you start getting stung by the jellyfish, it kind of puts you off somewhat, because you don't know what kind of jellyfish are stinging you.
It's a pretty vicious, nasty. Like my dad, he used to float into a shipping lane. He actually woke up once with a boat going. Why was he floating in the shipping lane? He was a water boat. He used to swim every morning, even in the ice, every morning. And he used to just go out, cross his legs.
Over the top. Oh,
Actually, probably when I come over next year, I'm actually going to get a flight to Gran Canaria. Like, spend about 4 or 5 days there. And then,
yeah.
Whereabouts in Gran Canaria?
probably Paris, I suppose.
All the normal stuff.
That's the main.
Oh,
Great, yeah.
last time I was here, they were welding on this,
Look at that noise. That's a big junction, that one.
but they were welding the pipe, that new pipe up there. They were welding all this in, this big pipe.
The brown bit.
Yeah. And there were 2 welders and a big van. How he got the big van up here, I don't know. At the bottom of this, we have to make the decision which bit we're going on. We've got the very short one that goes over the top, this side of the mountain. We can walk around the mountain to the embalser. Or we can extend it down the path we went down last time we were up here. But that puts a significant climb on. We'll see what they feel like when they get there. Yeah, nearly took a much shorter route, which goes over the top there. Forgot about this little stretch to the tree in the middle of the track that gives us the 3 ways out, which is just over this hump and down the other side. We'll see in a second. Oh, it's longer.
Sorry?
We finished up somewhere on that ridge up there.
Oh, yeah.
But it took another hour on top. But pretty nice.
Barry, that would be an ideal Wednesday walk.
Yes, I mean it is. It's a fine walk.
Aren't tired from
Wednesday.
This is the path round to the embalser. As you can see, covered with lots of vegetation down here, and quite pretty and easy to walk.
I think it's about 10 kilometres, wasn't it, in the end?
Yeah, about 10 in the end.
9 something, probably. Yeah, there's a dog.
Yeah, it goes there.
Someone's having rain.
That's it. And then up onto the top up there, well, I can't see anymore now, of course. But I mean, some interesting rock barrancos, and the track going up there through the trees to the top up there, and that's where you get off the track up there and come back down. Quite a large barranco down there, and up the other side. A very pleasant area to walk in. It is impressive, isn't it? Oh, you look at the bloody barrancos.
Woody woodpeckers been around here?
Got to switch the camera off. Oops, a daisy. Quite open. Oh, paths everywhere. That path, no, that's the one that I said we could see, and it goes over the top there. Yeah, someone took a few years, I suppose, to build all this lot.
Yeah. Obviously gave up the idea of growing anything in them.
Oh yeah, I mean it's so sad, isn't it?
After about 5 years
Well,
of no
there's some
crops, I
vines
suppose.
up at the top now.
The decision comes when he realises he can get paid more for working in a bar. That's when the
No, that's
decision
right. I
comes.
say, 5 years of having rubbish money and your mate who works.
This is a new stretch to the walk. It's not what we normally walk down. Just adds a bit of length to the walk. Stretched out from 1.5 hours to 2 hours. Still a short walk, but different. Of course, we'll pay for this going downhill by having to go uphill later on, because we're going to finish up in the bottom of this barranco. Yeah, you're right. Quite a lot of steps. Oh.
Doing a lot of down.
Well, yes, I've just said we're going to have the pain of going back up in a minute.
You can't resist it, you know, Barry.
The laws. The laws.
You can't resist the down. The penny will drop soon.
It always makes me laugh when people say, "Oh, that was all up that walk." You'd have an idea to do a circular walk without.
The house that we passed on the way down from the top and walked down that track there, and it joins down here and goes up over the edge of that mountain to the Embalsa. It does. Have faith.
I'm not saying what figure.
Well, still on the way down, but near the end of the, this downward track, we'll be joining the path that goes up past the Embalsa. Some interesting rocks up there, the skyline.
Yes, it was
laurel forest, woodland, yeah, different kind to this,
old
which is
trees.
yeah, which is all pines for miles. This part of the track is part of the longer walk that we did earlier on this month. It goes round to the Embalsa. We've got to climb out of this. We must have missed the small bridge. The small bridge must have been further back. Fig trees. They're the first trees to actually lose their leaves. They go yellow and then fall off. Obviously the figs finished way before that. It really is.
Any figs on there, Barry?
No figs there.
I'll go down and get them for you.
There's some amazing rocks. I mean, there was a bit further round before we got to this step, where there were rocks that you could go and sit on. The old terraces come all the way down here, and the paths in, not used anymore. You're all right. All right. Anyway. This wasn't like this a few years ago, but now as you come up here, it's all vineyards. And I suppose at least some of the old terraces are now being used down here for vineyards. And up there in the distance as well, vineyards up there. There we are, in Embalsa. Yeah, it's not a lot of water in it. And not a lot of ducks. Oh, there are some ducks on today. And the fig trees had a few figs on them, so we got half a dozen figs for dinner. Oh, we're out tonight. Into the fridge. We're coming to the end of the walk now. Probably 500 metres. The buildings in the distance, not whether I can focus on them. Or they're not. That's where the road is. But you can see the road going up the hill there, which goes up to Villaflor. The Weinstein back. Oh, the cloud looks dark. Yeah.
What did you say to me?
Oh, she's saying,
Well, the weather forecast was 50% chance of rain, but although the cloud is now quite dark out there, we have managed to get round the 2 hour, 2.25 hours it's taken us now, without any rain. It's been very pleasant walking weather. Just over this little rise now, and we're back 100 metres, 150 metres to the minibus. So we'll get there without any rain whatsoever, although it does look quite threatening over there now. And earlier in the year when I walked down here, you couldn't walk down here because the water was so high. But there's the road in front of us. And there is the end where the minibus is.